Okay. Let's try this again. I should be going live any minute now. So far, so good. Takes about 10-15 seconds for it to give me the update. Let's refresh. There we go. All right. Let's make sure that make sure that I'm muted there. Scroll down. Just a little bit. There we go. All right. Now, let's see how this goes. Oh, wait, I want this.
Greetings. You are cleared for the following travel routes.
All right. Hello. Oh, really? I'm getting it here. Why am I not getting you over here? All right. Copy, studio mode. There we go. All right, now let's click this. That didn't work, okay. All right, let's do the alert box. Launch. Give it a good refresh. Let's try it now. Alrighty then. So, what are we gonna do? Yep. I'm going the wrong way. That's what I'm doing. Oh,
Is it safe
God.
to explore Sith ruins? There may be traps, or I don't know.
Alright, well, let's test it then, at least. Alright, so I heard it go off. Let's see if it's gonna go off here. Yes, I am, Maya. Sorry. What I'm trying to do is test things like... I didn't test the subscriber widgets and things like that. I can get it to work for everything but YouTube. I have yet to get anybody to actually do subscribe. Like you probably just saw, I tested it, but I didn't see it. Yeah. I'm trying to watch on another window that's not my own watch page to see what's going on. So let's try... Well, let's try that.
Zeke373 donated $70 through Super Chat. This is a test Super Chat alert for 70.
So let's see how that goes. trying to be entertaining. I can see it going through on this end with the tests, but without somebody subscribing. Unsubscribe. I might have to give my channel, my other channel that I'm operating off of, a chance to reset its subscriber count. I don't know. So I may be testing this one more time over the next couple days. Alright. How's the audio and everything sounding? Is it sounding okay? Anything too loud, too quiet? Alright. And I need to go this way. This way, okay. Alright. That's good. That's what I like to hear. There we go. Sure, guys, just let me do all the hard work. Alright, let's keep going around the corner. Oh, there's usually a group right here. Huh. Well, let's go take care of these guys. Oh, yeah, I can do that. Alright. I think I'm about ready to call this test stream because unless somebody here is not subscribed to me and would like to subscribe to me, I don't know what else is going to happen. Because I should be getting... Oh, let me turn on live chat here so I can see everything on this one too. Studio mode there. Alright. Because I don't think that the timer is going to work. Although it might. Alright. So... I don't think that'll work. I think the YouTube system has to allow it like 24 hours or so to redo the subscriber count, which makes sense. You want accurate, sub counts. I get that. So I will probably end up doing this test again in 24 or 48 hours just for the heck of it. Because I find it irritating when I can't get tech to work. These types of things should work for me fairly easy, but not too easy, I should be able to figure things out. And I will probably to a YouTube video here to figure out what's going on with Twitch and figuring out what's going on with YouTube not wanting to work with these settings. I am curious if my timer will work. Maybe I'll keep going just for about 20-30 more minutes because I bet that's my other channel if you like NFL talk and whatnot. I had a little technical issues with this week's show that I should be working on. I'll probably work on that a little bit tomorrow too. Okay, didn't trigger anybody. Good. Now I'll have to take these guys out. Have you ever played this game or heard of this game, Maya? There we go. I probably can't get that one yet either. Oh, I've located one that I can get. I'll have to hit up the other one on my way out. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna have a separate channel for all this stuff eventually. I mean I have it made, I just haven't tweaked the settings and whatnot. Wow. I just figure I have the audience here right now, use this to test everything, and then go back to my regularly scheduled content, which I'm working on. It's just slow and steady. The usual topics around here are politics, so which tends to lately have a disdain for the woke progressive side of things. I'm willing to hear their arguments. I'm willing to hear their stuff, but I'm not necessarily gonna just take it at face value. I just like to have some rational thought in the fact that I should be able to politically agree with Democrats and Republicans on a wide variety of topics, as well as any independents or other parties, just because people's values are different. And while I may agree with some people's ideas of what's right and wrong, I may disagree with that as well on other topics. So I mean, it's to say I understand why certain progressive ideologies have taken root, the Me Too movement, things like that, and I'm understanding of it. I'm not okay with how it's been handled so far, but the underlying principle is correct. So the plan is sound. The implementation was incorrect. That's the best way for me to put it. Sorry about that. Which reminds me, I have a ballot I have to fill out tonight and put in the Dropbox tomorrow. I almost forgot about that. Oh, really? So, let's see here. Alright. That is true. I mean, that's the biggest thing that holds me up on agreeing with, like, universal health care. I would love to have a system that allows us to go to a doctor or hospital, and short of it being an elective procedure, not go bankrupt for it, you know? I shouldn't have to worry about paying for hospital bills. I mean, heck, just a little insight here. I just had to negotiate payments for a hospital bill for my wife because we had to go to the ER a few months ago for her. And that is... I shouldn't have to do that. Oh, I'm playing Star Wars The Old Republic. It's an old massive multiplayer online role-playing game. MMORPG. They just released a new expansion pack that I have yet to play yet. Actually, I haven't played really any of the expansion packs. I could cheat, so to speak, and automatically level up a player to those storyline levels. But I feel like I'm cheating myself by doing that. So, yeah. Let's see, how long have I been going for? Okay, so it should be just about getting to the point where they're gonna start coming on here. You're not wrong there, Leia. You really aren't. It's unfortunately that even if they weren't lying about where the money's going, I still think it would be hard for people to be willing to give up more money in taxes if the cost of living from things of like healthcare being taken away from, you know, your expenses every month. You know, it would be nice to be able to do that, but I think the hardest part about it all is really getting the average American to agree to pay for things that they necessarily don't think they should have to pay for. You know, should people have to pay for my heart medicine or my weight loss medicine that are there to help me? You know, maybe not the weight loss stuff, but the heart medicines, and as long as I can get with a doctor that can help me provide stuff. I know he has in the past. He said he's played it in the past. He just it is a giant time suck, and that's why he doesn't like to do it. I mean, I could probably sit here on a day off and play this for 6, 7, 8 hours and not bat an eye at it. I really could.
I sensed you coming. Your fear betrayed you. You're weak.
I understand entirely,
like my old master.
Maya.
You will fall with him.
We as a society in general just have short-term memories about a lot of things. You know, it goes back to the old saying, those who don't study history's mistakes are doomed to repeat them, so, or something along those lines. So, let me get back over here.
What happened to you on Coruscant? Why have you turned against the Jedi?
Not the Jedi. The sick, spineless cowards that have taken their place. The traitors who let the Sith slaughter millions. You weren't on Coruscant. You never saw our greatest cut down or watched the temple burn. I escaped that destruction to see my own master surrender to the Sith.
Yeah, I can understand. You could justify the weight loss But again, I would think that it would be along the lines of having to go similar routes as with like a lap band or a gastric bypass surgery, where you have to meet certain goals on things, and if not, then you get the medication to help supplement what you're doing to try and boost the metabolism and stuff like that, because that's ultimately what weight loss drugs are supposed to do, especially prescription strength ones. And to be honest, I am horrible at taking pills because of the schedule I work and stuff. So, but I do try to be honest about it and try to keep up on it. So. That's pretty close. All right. All right.
You're wrong about Master Orgus. He's training me to defeat the Sith.
Weapons are only as strong
It's
as
weird
those who
watching
created
kind
them.
of two screens at
The
once.
weak will be sacrificed here to
'Cause
make
on my,
the forge stronger.
Secondary channel, I'm watching the stream so I can kind of see how things are reacting. And I'm also watching the chat from there too. So,
The Jedi Order must be reborn from ashes.
if I could get more people to interact with me on chats about topics like this, or just politics in general, I think I could play and talk at the same time. It's just getting everything layered right. Like I could put this over here for right now. This. All right.
You've won. Why has the Force guided me to
I
this
am
defeat?
thinking about.
You're stronger.
Yo,
than
you're not
any
distracting
Jedi
at all.
I've
This is
known.
nice. It's getting me into the
Could
flow
mold
of doing
and
things that I
destroy the
want to
Sith.
do.
I understand. You are the
it's-
weapon I came to forge.
What I need to do is actually have this window right here so I can be watching the chat directly and not looking so far over, but I can also look over here. Now, what eventually I want to get to the point of doing is, like, I have a Streamlabs account which should be showing up soon as a notification from the Streamlabs bots. But I want to be able to have people being able to, if they choose to do this, make donations.
John donated $55. This is a
Yeah.
test donation for.
And be able to play some other, like, stream games and stuff like that.
You don't have a
Like
destiny,
Ethan
Bangle.
does on his
You're sick.
Mixer
You
and
need
his
help.
Twitch and all that other stuff that he does.
Deny the truth.
I haven't been
Think.
watching his Twitch as much as I
How else
usually
could you
do.
have beaten me? I have spent a lifetime learning the paths to power. That knowledge is now yours. Let me leave
So.
Tython and prepare the galaxy for your ascendance. I will deliver the gifts you need to reclaim your destiny.
I'm going to be merciful with him.
You'll get the help you need, Bengal. But you can't leave here.
Such violence from a Jedi. Such peaceful beings they claim to be. Now talk to my master.
Padawan, I must have you to thank for being alive.
Oh yeah,
Captured Bengal Moore, Master. He's resting quietly.
You've done a
that's
great
the whole
thing.
point of the
He
donation bar
deserves
above
a
me
second
and to my...
chance. The horrors he witnessed
Right.
in Coruscant Broken destroyed
I
the
want
gentle Padawan
My wife and I are
Archon.
starting a travel
You, however,
podcast
faced a challenge
slash
beyond any
video
trial I could assign.
podcast.
There's nothing
And
more I
what we
can
want to
teach
do is
you.
go hiking around the
All that's left is for you
the
to
state
enter
parks here where
forge
we live,
and
as well as
construct
when we
your
go
own
on actual
lightsaber.
vacations, be able to vlog. I also want to use that camera to vlog local events happening, such as like
Tremendously honored.
events down
There's no
in Olympia
substitute for
or
the weapon
Seattle
you
or
create
Tacoma, wherever I
yourself.
happen to be.
Normally, we make
Uh,
Padawans gather materials
Because
for
there are
themselves.
events that when I have a
You
day off, I could
prove
be
another.
there. So
These are all the physical
I'm looking forward.
components.
I'm looking forward
Rest
to
will
eventually
come
one day
from your
being able to do
mastery of
that.
the
So
Force. I'll carry Bengal back to the Jedi Temple and get him help.
So,
Meet me there when you're ready.
alright. So, just gonna make this and fight my last battle. And I think I'll call it a night because I do need to go to bed. I have to go to work in the morning. But I'm thinking I'm going to do a political compass test stream tomorrow. And just kind of answer the questions.
In the
So,
darkness.
we'll see. Yeah, it's just it's hard to, you don't want to spread yourself thin as a creator, but it's also nice to kind of have separate places for separate things. Just for the simple fact of you're not everybody in your audience is gonna like what you do. Like, not everybody's gonna like me playing, isn't gonna want to watch me playing games. Not everybody's gonna want to listen to me talk about football. Not everybody's gonna want to be interested in traveling and my love of Disney stuff. Specifically, I like going to Disneyland. Been on a Disney cruise, and that was fun. I'm working on edits for that. So I mean, it's just trying to give people, trying to be able to create all the content that I want to do, and yet still be able to have the audiences that would support those. So that's the key balance that you got to try and find. So, all right, where did my lightsaber go now? Oh wait, I gotta accept. Put that there. Okay. Now we're gonna go down here. Oh, is that how we're gonna be today? Alright, let's use that. Well, Disney is one of those things. You either really like it or you love it or you hate it. There's really not in between. Because if you've been to Disney World a lot, Disneyland is going to be garbage compared to that. But if you've gone to Disneyland a few times before you go to Disney World, it lasts longer. It lasts longer in the imagination than it does the other way around. Disney Cruise Line is really wonderful, even if you don't have kids. My wife and I, we found a lot of fun activities to do, and we don't even have kids. Now, granted, again, we are Disney nuts. We love to go on Disney trips, so it would be fun to be able to hit every Disneyland, hit Disney World and whatnot. Go on a few more cruises. It's just, and I would not actually ask people to pay for the cruises or the trips themselves. But being able to get like equipment to record it and share it with everybody, that I don't think is too big of a deal, especially since what I'm asking for is basically a quarter or a half to of what I want for a camera setup. And why is this all of a sudden right there? Okay. I have an unlisted video because it's literally just me getting input from my friends that were on the cruise with us their inputs on what they think, because they gave me all their content, so I can make one giant like master video for all of us. And I'll probably load that up onto the travel vlog channel that my wife and I do. But I used to be a travel agent too, which also makes the travel thing more fun. Let's see here. Yep, can't use that one, so that's dead. Oh, come on, you. No, it's a work ethic thing for me, Maya. Like if I were doing it as a job and I was like, "Hey, people, I'm going to be going here, and is there anything particular that you want me to do or whatever?" You know, that's not unreasonable amount of money, you know. I mean, like, say I'm going to Disneyland next fall, and do you want me to check out, do you want me to check out the Great Wolf Lodge that's there? I could go stay there for a few nights, and I would just ask for, you know, like maybe 25% coverage. I don't think that's unreasonable to ask of it. What I don't like seeing are people who basically use people's generosity, people's charity, to get, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh crap! I didn't save that, did I? No, it did. Okay. Oh, it automatically saves. Okay. Sorry, there have been some changes to the game that since I've done it. Yes, travel agents are still a thing, and I highly recommend that you actually use them. Here's why. When you book travel, whether it's through Travelocity, Orbitz, Disney Direct yourself, all travel companies pay out a certain fee for the travel. Generally anywhere from 10 to 15% in a commission fee for travel agents. Now, if you book directly with Disney, like through their website, no interaction with anybody at all, Disney's just going to pocket that for themselves. Whereas if you go to a travel agent, you could actually be helping somebody earn a living. It's so easy when new technology comes along that when the agent or when the industry hasn't updated itself, you lose sight of the people that you're impacting. Just as a side example here, in my town, we have a Walmart. That Walmart has taken out all but 5 or 6 of its check stands and converted all the rest to self-checkouts. Some with super long some with the conveyor belts, but some are the smaller self-checkouts that you see at most other places. But it is one of those things. The industry itself is changing, but yet we're not willing to update the model for everybody for equal compensation. I go back to the whole I don't have a problem with, you know, technology changing and making lives easier for us, but if we start losing if people start losing their jobs, we need to provide them another outlet. We need retraining programs, things like that. If I could, I'd still be a travel agent. I'd love to travel, and that would be, you know, going on, you know, training vacations basically, where I could go to like Sandals or beaches and go on a Disney cruise and, you know, have it not entirely paid for by those companies, but, you know, to where I can critique them and just, yeah, it's just, you got to build a brand, you got to build a reputation, and
unbelievable.
Maybe when I get this travel gig going.
All right, this is it. You've been tearing through the
all right, so it's it is what it is. You know, people do what they got to do to support themselves. You know, people gotta shop the way they want to shop. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and tell people they shouldn't be doing whatever. Even though my job relies on customers, I work retail. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not replaceable. I mean, I could very easily be replaced. But what a lot of people don't realize is that, you know, they get rid of my job, basically, because they have an app to take care of things, or they have automated everything. You know, they're gonna regret that, because I have a certain level of knowledge with the stuff that we use as a company, both on the software and hardware side of things, that will just customers rely on. They don't realize they rely on people like me, but when I'm gone, you know, in the sense of my job is gone,
Unbelievable. To tell
they
the
can't.
truth, I think
They're gonna hate
to
it,
a certain
and then the company's gonna suffer, and they'll, you know. That's understandable. A lot of people do. I mean, I admit it. I shop on Amazon a lot, but when it comes to a lot of the equipment that I use, I try to use either mom and pop shops, or, I hate to say it, I use what used to be a mom and pop shop that's now really big, called B&H. And, you know, unless it's something that I need,
Using a lightsaber
like
is just
today,
as much science as art.
from, or,
You
you know,
can
in the next
spar
couple
anytime.
days, and the place that I normally go to get it doesn't get it for like another week, I try not to go onto Amazon. Matter of fact, one of my coworkers' husbands just bought a computer parts store. So, there's that. So, I know I keep saying that I'm going to end this, but I'm a little miffed that my bot isn't working
Flesh
here.
Raiders
It
are
worked
still
in
a
Mixer.
threat, but without Bengal's leadership, they'll be scattered and ill-equipped.
This temple could have been devastated. The entire order is in your debt, Padawan.
The enemy found weaknesses in our security. We have to guard against another Coruscant.
Agreed. And now we have concerns beyond the Flesh Raiders.
Huh.
Recent developments in the Twi'lek settlement demand a response.
Their matriarch betrayed me to Bengal, but she surrendered herself to us for
Alright.
judgment. You're doing
Let's see
it,
here.
I understand. Good work.
You know the Twi'leks, Padawan. How do you recommend we proceed?
We created instability by refusing to help them. That has to change.
What happened to Master Orgus is almost unforgivable.
But if we do forgive and work with them, it can
Sorry, I
only
like to let the
improve
cutscenes
both
go
our
through for the most
communities.
part without me
This
talking over
young
them, but
Jedi captured a fallen member
it
of
gets a
our
little
order
boring
and
sometimes too when I
saved
do
this
that.
temple from destruction.
So,
I see no reason why he should remain a Padawan.
Your bravery,
Oh, what did
heroism,
Rider of
and
Dinosaurs do?
sacrifice show great depth of character. You represent our best hopes for the future. You arrived on Tython a Padawan, but you leave
Yeah.
a Knight of the Republic.
it
May the
for
Force be
me,
with you.
it is more about what I can get locally versus what I can't. Because I live near Olympia, for the most part, I can find something that a specialty store will have.
I promise to
Because I
uphold
can
every
find
standard of
a
the
specialty
Jedi
store
and
there.
Galactic Republic.
But the problem is like if I need it now and they're not going to get it for a week, that's when I have to go to Amazon, and that's what's a hard justification. So,
This little droid and I have been through a lot. We're a great team.
so
Then I see no reason why you shouldn't stay together.
all right,
We're getting a
know,
priority signal from
I will
Coruscant.
schedule
It's
that
Master Kiwix.
stream here in a little bit. Now that I think about it, I'll do the political compass test.
Everyone. I've discovered
and
a
actually
situation
scheduled enough time
requiring
for
further
people to
assistance.
come and watch
Our
it.
suspicions about
So.
Coruscant were correct. The dark presence we have long sensed is strongest here.
What could be worse than a fallen Jedi attacking us?
That's what we need to find out. The security of the entire Republic is at stake.
This situation calls for our very
All
best.
right.
Master Orgus, you and your former pupil should join Master Quix on Coruscant.
That's the only problem I hate about
Call
this
to the
cutscene
Senate
is
Tower
so
as soon as you
long.
can. Master Quix out.
No rest for us, my friend.
All right.
Complete any unfinished business you have and take a shuttle to Coruscant.
All
I'll
right.
leave immediately, Master.
I need to wrap up some things before I go. Meet you on Coruscant.
Farewell. The Force will be with you. Always.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to watching the new Star Wars movie. Most people aren't, or most people are hearing that other people aren't. I think that, like any piece of art, you need to give it a chance. But people don't always see it that way, so. Inventory, get my credits. Alright, let's go to the crafting table really quick. I keep saying I'm gonna quit and I never do. Told you, this game is a giant time suck. But yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna schedule that stream for tomorrow. I just don't know what time. I'll have to take a look at what the other bigger channels are doing. No. That what they were working on is a secondary. Actually, now it would be like a fourth trilogy for the based on actually this time frame here. In the world of Star Wars, this is happening roughly about 3,500 years or so before the Clone Wars. So just a little under 5,000 years before the events of A New Hope. So, but it's a great time of history of, well, not history per se, but it's there's enough room in the story arcs and stuff that you can actually create more canon for Disney out of all this. The problem is that they got rid of a bunch of what was considered canon before. This was all part of what's called the expanded universe, and now it's considered legends. So I know it can get confusing. If you ever watch AT2 Productions, on every other Saturday we have what's called Canar with Damar. It's taken with a particular topic of Star Trek and put it on to the oh, let's get rid of that. I thought I did that. There we go. We talk about Star Trek itself and not Star. Well, I mean, we'll occasionally breach on Star Wars, but mostly we try to focus on Star Trek and have a little talk about that. So, but I think I'm going to call it here now. Like I said, I'm getting tired, and I've got work in the morning. I have to be up in about 6 hours. So, thanks for joining me, Maya. Thanks for giving me somebody to talk with. Like I said, I'm going to be doing this again tomorrow. Probably scheduling sometime early evening for you, late afternoon for me, because I'm on the Pacific Coast. But it'll all depend on what the bigger channels are doing. So, have fun. Enjoy your night. Enjoy your day. Have a great one.